Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. This is Deanne Castro. I'm a creative memories advisor in Bakersfield, California. And I've been wanting to come up with kind of a name, kind of a catchy name for my YouTube video. I know it's Let's Scrapbook with Deanne, but sometimes I think that's a little boring. And then I kind of wanted catchy phrase that would, encompass all the things that I'm doing. Um, so if you guys have something catchy that you would like to suggest, I would welcome the suggestions. And thank you also for all of you who have been watching my channel and have given me comments. I'm looking also for something a little different to do. Um, one of you ladies had suggested that I um, do a video on how I download the Creative Memories digital products and then upload them into my design space for my Cricut and create the extra embellishments that I use that I can make multiples of. So if there's any of you out there who have been watching and kind of been thinking, wow, I wish you would teach on this, give me those suggestions because I'd love to do the things that you guys want to see. I love making borders and making some scrapbook pages, but I know there's things out there that I know how to do, but I don't know what you guys want to see. So if you have suggestions, please drop them in the comments and I will work towards those videos. Okay, today I have a video of a scrapbook border that I've made with the most current Creative Memories tool that's available still online. You can get this by ordering $135 of products and you can get it for free, plus some little embellishments that go with it. So let's get started. Okay, this was the tool I was talking about. This is the Sunshine Mandala punch. It is a frame punch and it was designed to uh, cut frames. So on the back of the box, it tells you to start with a 6 by 6 inch piece of scrapbook paper. You'll line the edges into the corner, and I'll show you how to do that because I'm going to use it that way. You punch all the corners on one side, you turn it over, punch all the corners on the other side, and you end up with um, a full circle punch out of the 6 by 6 sheet of paper. I've modified that a little bit today. I am making a scrapbook border. So this is one of them. You can do it either this way, put it on your page this way, or on the sides, make it a vertical scrapbook border. This was the original one that I did. And when I showed how to do the one border using the papers that I got from going on the Creative Memories trip this year, this was kind of what was left over because I had done the oval and then I had punched out um, frame that I had used for a kind of a wavy border. These are what was left from the full circle that I made from the jungle circle. So I cut the pieces and then just threw them on here. This was the punch that I also got for going on the trip. And I put these on foam squares. So this was the very first one that I did. And I was going to show you today how to cut the circle again and then just use the corners. But I thought, no, I don't need to cut a full circle. So I'm going to show you today what I did. This is one of the samples. I have multiples that I'll show you in a few minutes. But we're going to make another one of these. This is using the summer break paper pack, and it just came out. It's a little harder to see where I punched it. And this paper was variegated, and we'll use the same paper today because I want to make another one. So you have one for one side of the page, and then for a double page spread, you can have one for the other side. Okay, so let's get started. And what we need to do first is cut a piece of paper let me show you the paper. This is the summer break paper pack. Bright, sunny, super summery papers and colors. I really, really like it. It also has stickers and embellishments to go with it. Lots of variations in the stickers. We have lots of pools and beachy type things. And we also have then the summer break embellishments, which has bicycles and sunshine and popsicles and strawberries, lemonade, lots of really fun items for summer. Okay, so the first one I want to do is I'm going to cut this sheet of paper into a 2.5-inch piece. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up, 2.5 by 12. Okay, then the next piece I need is this variegated piece that I told you I used on this side. So I'm going to cut this one also at the 2.5 inches. Okay, just line that up, 2.5 inches, and cut. Okay, so I'm done with those. And let's see. Next, I'm going to use a Kelly green sheet of cardstock. So this is going to be the base of the border, and this needs to be 2 3/4. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger than the other two pieces I cut. So this is a 2 3/4 inch piece of cardstock. So what you want to do when you're choosing all these is you want to make sure you have good diversity in the colors. You want them that coordinate together, but you also want to make sure that certain ones will stand out. Now this one, it does stand out a lot on the bottom, and the top color in this video isn't showing the contrast as much as I would like. But I'll show you others that also have a lot of contrast. So I am going to take these two pieces and put them off to the side for now. Oh, wait. This one is going to be the one underneath punched piece. This needs to have a 1/4 inch trimmed off of it. Let's see, move up here. I'm only going to cut a 1/4 inch. It's not a whole lot, but just enough to give us the little extra room around the sides. Okay, done with this trimmer. Now the piece that I want to cut, I want this to be on the other side. So I'm going to punch this on this side. So actually, it's not going to matter a whole lot. It's going to matter how I've got this one, the orientation on this one, because it is a directional paper. So I'm going to want this one punched on this side to put here for the 2-page spreads. I hope that makes sense. If not, you'll see how it works. So now, this particular punch is going to cut in a circular type cut. Okay, I want to put this in here and I'm going to line it up against the edge. Just right along the edge of the piece here. Okay, and that's the wrong side. Trying to make it directional. Usually it's not this difficult. You can just do two that are the same. But I'm going to turn it this way, so it's going to punch on this side of the piece of paper. And line it again up against the edge and punch. Now I'm going to turn it because I want this side punched as well. I'm going to put it in this way. So it's vertical. The other one, the first one was horizontal. This one's vertical. And I'm going to punch. Okay. So that's going to give me the start of moving around on this punch. Now you need to turn it over, okay? And we're going to punch the back side. I'm going to put this little piece in here up against the edge to where I can just see that little piece, and it's actually going to punch a little square out, okay? Line it, make sure it stays straight up against the back, the little pieces against the edge. And there, it's punched all the way around the edge. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put it in this way, so this little corner piece is going to be cut off. And line the corner, just that little corner piece right up against the edge. Push it back so I know it's put straight, and punch. And there I've got the partial edges of this punch. Okay, we go. Take all the pieces away here. And I'm done with that punch. Now I'm going to put this on my mat. And I'm going to use the jumbo circle to cut out the rest of this piece. I'm going to line it up just along the lines here, and I'm going to center it. So you can see the lines better here. I'm going to center it as much as possible and make sure that it's straight. Okay, so it's straight across the top here. And then here, I've got it between the 3-inch and the 9-inch on this mat. And that's going to make it centered. You can push it all the way up against the top if you want, but it's harder to see in the video. And it's actually kind of harder to cut sitting down. So now I'm going to use my jumbo cutter. I have this marked, let's see, at various parts here, which is kind of like 45 degrees along the edge of this trimmer. So I want to kind of get the center mark here, but we'll also have the two edges straight across here. This is important because you have to line this up as accurate as you can to get the circle cut as uniform as you can. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to make sure that these dots are aligned straight across one of these lines, and that it's lined up straight on the 6-inch mark. So that's, I've got two little marks here that's showing me that it's straight down the middle, okay? And then straight across here. If I'm just going to show you, I move it up here to the top. Again, centering it. And I put this the top here on the 6-inch line. And then straight across at the 1/2-inch mark would be the 6. So I'm going to make sure that like the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock are straight across. And I've got the 12 o'clock straight up. Okay. It's a little bit, I just wanted to show you because I just want to make sure you guys understood that this is the halfway mark. So wherever you have this on your mat, this needs to be at those marks, but you can adjust it as you're working on it. So this is pretty close. Now I'm going to want to put these little knobs in the outside groove of this custom cutting system piece, this jumbo circle. And I'm going to start kind of over on the left and go all the way down. Now I'm going to go back, gently go back, because if you're not careful, it's going to catch and it's going to bunch this side up and bend it. Not that it's that big of a deal, because it's going to be straight on the border. But I just don't like bunching up my paper. And then I'm going to cut the other side. And I'm going to make sure it's cut all the way through. Okay. And I'm going to move this. Okay, so that gives us this curved design piece with the actual circle punch just on the edges. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. I want this upright. And I didn't cut the right sides on that, but that's okay. It's going to go on this kind of right here. Did I get the 2.5 inches? I did. I cut this a little big. All right, so I'm going to trim that off. This piece should have been cut at 2.5 as well, but it doesn't look like I cut it there. So now I'm going to turn it over, use my repositionable tape along these edges here, down the middle, and down these edges here. And then I'm going to use the stronger regular tape just on parts of this, just to make sure I know that it's stuck down all the way, because I don't want it to come off. And actually what I'm trying to do is conserve my repositionable tape. This is so easy to overuse, and that can get expensive. So I try to use the regular adhesive as much as possible. Okay, so I'm going to center this kind of here, and then I'm going to just eyeball it and center this on this border. Over just a little bit. And this is straight against the top. And there I have it on there. So now I got this a little big, so I'm going to trim this off. Okay, now you can add some embellishments. I actually like the alternating color on that. I tried to get the same, but I actually like it alternating like that. So I'm going to take this piece now and I'm going to adhere it to the Kelly Green cardstock. Because I cut 1/4 of an inch off of this, it's going to leave edges all the way around. And I really like that sometimes. Just adding a little bit of color all the way around. Okay, and I'm just going to eyeball it a little bit, center it on here. We're almost done. Now, I've already taken a few of the stickers and adhered it to one of the embellishments. And I'm just going to add this on here about in the middle. It's going to overlap just a little bit, but that's okay. Was not straight. There we go. Okay, and now we have orders for our double page spread. Isn't that cool? I love this. I love this punch. And even though it was designed as a circle, I'm always looking for new ways to change up the punches. If there's any punches out there that you guys have that you want to see kind of a different way to use because you have only used it for one different type, and I don't have videos on it already, let me know. I'm happy to try to figure out something new and share it with you guys. So these are some others that I've used. This one was a combination of the Snowbound and the Seaside paper packs. And I really love how it gave a distinct variation and contrast on this. What I did to get these flowers is I used the fresh flower punch. This is still available. You can purchase this. And I just kind of eyeballed it. And the piece that I had left over from cutting the circle, let me do that piece. Here it is. I just put it in here and I just cut 3 flowers out of this. Now, it doesn't look like you may be able to get them out, but believe me, you can. Let me move these over just a little bit and I'll show you. I put this in, pushed it all the way to the back, and left out probably about 1.5 inches or so from the edge. punch it, and here's the flower. Okay, so you can get 3 out of here. To space them so you make sure you get them in there pretty good and that all 3 of them will fit. Is I then move the punch over and I make sure that this part, which is kind of the middle of the flower, is sticking out maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. And then I go ahead and push it in all the way. And okay, so that gives me the full flower and it gives me a good amount of space in between that I'm not overlapping it and not getting the full flower. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Gives me the 3rd flower. This also gives me something else that I can use on another page. So you might just want to take these and you can turn it over, add a different color. Oops, that's not turned over. Stick these in there. And then you can have a flower in the flower punch. So hope you guys know what I mean. I don't want to do the whole thing because it'll take a little bit of time. And then what I did was I went ahead and I just added them onto the border piece. Just kind of angled it a little bit from each one. And that's how I got the flower set up on this. Now this one, I didn't put anything in the middle. I thought these stood out really well on their own. I had another one, the original one, and this one, where I took the back sides of the punch and filled it in. This one was the back side of this paper, so it gave me a little bit of variation in color, and I was able to change them up by filling those in there. Okay, and then I have 2 more that I made out of that paradise paper that I got from going on the trip. And that's what these look like. And so now I can put these on a double page spread, one on each side. And then this is one of my favorites. This was also that paper, but instead of using the flower punch, I pulled embellishments out of it. And I really like the contrast that came up with these and can't wait to use this border too. So hope you guys like this. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, think about it. I think you'd like to be notified when the videos come out so you can see all the new ideas. And if one of the ideas was yours, then you might want to be notified when it comes out. And click the like button if you like this video. Check out my other videos on my YouTube page. And I hope you guys have a great day. This is Memorial Weekend for us. And if you're not watching it Memorial Weekend, then it's not. But it's Sunday. So I hope you guys have had a great weekend so far and that you have a great time with friends and family tomorrow for Memorial Day. And we're kicking off summer. All right. Thanks so much for watching. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.